there's no greater joy than when any of us come up with a phrase and it gets used and abused in popular media is the coolest thing.
Yeah.
And that's very exciting.
Ranking slaves, for instance.
That's a good one. I use that still on the show all the time.
We had a episode last week was the trade made. We did the trade made episode. Rosterbation is always great. There's a word that we use a ton on the show that I have to give Nick 100% credit for, which is frittata, because we were about to shoot an episode and Fox told us that you're not allowed to use the word retard or mentally challenged or any of that stuff. So, and it was an episode, like we literally
centered around
mentally challenged.
Yeah. So, and we're like, you're not allowed to use this word anymore. We go, okay, we're about to hand in script 5. Taco and Ruxin go to Chinatown and get in a fight with a Chinese mentally challenged person.
Right.
So what are we supposed to do? And Nick had, he goes, well, I've been using this thing in my act, frittata, and it stuck. And then, next week we're going to introduce a variable on frittata, which is focaccia, which is a borderline frittata.
A couple of weeks ago, Andy Dalton was having a really poor showing on national TV. I tweeted out that Dalton was playing like he had dreads, and it was very well received. Very well received. Maybe because he's got that red hair, it just kind of worked, but people were understanding, and he did play like he had dreads in that game. Yeah, so you don't want anyone with dreads on your team.
No.
That's
full-blown dreads.
That's absolutely a terrible thing. Nick, let me ask you, because when the show started, it was like you guys hanging out at the bar and talking fantasy. And as it's kind of elevated and gained more popularity and things have been expanded, you have done a lot of like physical comedy on the show. Do you enjoy, screen, like the other couple of weeks ago, the episode where you were trying to smuggle or get rid of the porn at the airport? That got into the physical comedy area.
I think like we obviously there's a lot of improvising stuff on the show, but also Jeff and Jackie set us all up very nicely in games and worlds that we can have some fun, and so. They've been able to give me things like that. Like it was like, oh yeah, me running around trying to get rid of porn outside of an airport it's gonna be really fun, and like lighting Steve's dick on fire.
Yeah. When you get physical, when your stuff you get the most memorable physical stuff is when I got my dick lit on fire. Is that what you're saying?
Nick is just being very generous, and he's decided that it's not fair for only Kevin's privates to be ravaged. So in episode 10, Nick's dick becomes fair game. Are we allowed to say that? Nick's genitalia becomes fair game.
You have a.
My dick has been talked about to an endless
well, you've
degree.
You've got Belichick's hoodie.
Yeah, I got Belichick's hoodie.
Has Pete's?
Yes.
Donger?
Pete's tiny erect dick, if you will.
Yeah. And then his dick got
on fire.
And also cut.
We've almost seen Lejoie's. We've never seen Lejoie's.
But we know
it has a lilt.
We know it has a lilt.
We haven't talked about Jenny's dick a lot. I have vaginal hubris.
She has vaginal hubris.
And I actually did talk about my parts a lot, and I get humped by monkeys.